usual, Ashley gets up to go use the bathroom. She walks out. Of course, I'm la-di-da, playing. Suddenly, I hear the bedroom door close, and I asked Ashley a question. Ashley didn't respond. I knew the minute Ashley didn't respond, I was kind of confused, like, why isn't she saying anything? So I peered my head from the dollhouse, and as I'm holding on to these two dolls, I see standing there locking the bedroom door, Ashley's uncle. Suddenly, I'm now clenching these two dolls in my hands. Fear, shame, everything is now consuming me, and I'm just terrified because I know what's about to come. But now it's daylight. It's no longer the darkness, but the middle of the day. So I'm sitting there holding these two dolls as this is about to take place, and not looking at him. Just staying behind the dollhouse, thinking if I just stay back here, maybe he'll leave me alone. Suddenly he calls to me and says, come over here. Give me the little finger to come over. Well, of course, the authority figure that he was, being a 6-and-a-half-year-old, I was terrified. So I listened to the man, but would not look at him. Because any time I looked this man in the eyes, I saw evil. Terrified me. So I immediately walked over with my head down to the edge of her bed, where he was standing right by the door. Suddenly I'm standing there, and now my head's down like this. I won't look at him. With this evil man that he was, had the nerve to grab my chin and make me look up into his face. So now I'm looking up into this man's eyes, and suddenly there's a jingle at the door. Ashley's trying to get back in. So now I'm terrified, now I'm screaming, Ashley, get me out. Get me out of here. Screaming to her to get the door. She's jiggling the door. Ashley knows what's going on. Suddenly this man goes from me sitting at the edge of the bed to now lifting me up on my best friend's bed. Suddenly there's a struggle, and now I'm fighting with this man. Kicking, you name it, punching, trying to get this man off of me. Well, he's now trying to get my shoes off. Well, as a young kid, my shoes were always coming untied. And I noticed he's trying to untie my shoes, but he's having a hard time because my shoes were double knotted. My dad taught me as a young kid, so that I wouldn't trip with my shoes always coming untied, to double knot my shoes. So with my shoes double knotted, he's struggling to get them untied. I just keep kicking and kicking and kicking. Well, suddenly I see this man getting so frustrated. It's actually buying me time from what he's about to do. So frustrated that he just grabs my shoes from the heels and throws them onto the floor. He eventually proceeds to pull down my pants. I'm screaming and yelling, putting his hand over my mouth, and he tells me that if I continue to scream and yell, that he was going to tie me to Ashley's bed. So now I'm trying to look behind me to see how this man is going to tie me to this bed. And suddenly I just go quiet. I still hear my best friend at the door trying to get in, trying to get the door unlocked. Well, this man proceeded to pull down my pants and to spare you the details, rape me as I'm screaming at the top of my lungs as a 6-and-a-half-year-old. Details that I can remember in detail of what was going on in that room, what he looked like, what the facial expressions he had on his face, because something like that does not leave a child, no matter how old and how much time passes. And in